Thank you very much for joining us today, Tom. Obviously, we're speaking with Rams captain Tom Kennedy. Looking ahead towards Saturday's game against Leek Town. Tom, what are your initial thoughts ahead of the game on Saturday?
Good to speak to you, Bobby. No, it's been a bit of a up and down season, so we're just looking for a bit of consistency going forward. Obviously, we had the result on Tuesday night, which was fantastic, bouncing back after what was I wasn't there, but what was a terrible performance last Saturday. So we've got a bit of momentum, if you'd like, if we're winning sort of 2 out of the last 3, but like I say, it's been a bit of a roller coaster season, so consistency is the key word. I live by a saying, a manager once told me, one swallow doesn't make a summer. So the most important thing now until the end of the season is we get a bit of consistency, and that consistency starts with hard work, endeavour, discipline, basically just doing the basics right. So that's been at the forefront of the managers and everybody else's conversation after the game on Tuesday.
I mean, obviously, just like you said, just getting the results right week in, week out. I think that's the main key for the end of the goal for the season. What would you say the moods are in the squad right now? What would you say like the players are feeling right now in the current time now?
It's a tough one, like I say, because it's not been what you'd class as a Rams bottom straightforward season, especially over the last sort of 3 or 4 years since I've been there, because we've been pretty consistent. Like I say, we've had some great performances this season, but we've had some absolute horror shows as well. So for me going forward and the lads, it's a case of, can we get some consistency? But at the end of the day, like, the manager can only pick 11 players and 5 subs, whatever it is, and he's sort of trusting us and relying on us to go out there and put performance on. And this season, it's just not been good enough to a degree. So the chat's been purely around doing the exact same thing we did Tuesday, which is first and foremost winning the battle. First 20 minutes and then building on that from there. There's no point in going out there and not performing in the sense of the basics and then expecting to get a result in this league, because we all know, especially now when the pitch is just starting to turn, that you've got to win the first and second balls, win the battles and play in the opposition half. And that's just the basics of football. Unfortunately, we've not done that well enough this season.
Yeah, just like you said, it's just been absolute roller coaster of the season. But obviously, we just see how the season's going to go anyway. Obviously, recently, Tony Donaldson has returned back to the Rams. Do you think he's going to make the same impact like he had done under Chris Wilcock? Or do you think he's going to be a different kind of player? Because obviously, I know you've obviously known him quite well.
Yeah, he's a great lad, like a great character. It's the type of player that you want around the club, somebody that's a good player and also is a great person. So, yeah, he's another great acquisition. I know he's not played much this season, so it'll take him a bit maybe to get up to speed. But, we've got, I think, 10 or 11 games left, whatever it is, and it'll be a big asset for us. We need players with good intensity that want to work hard, like I say, on and off the pitch, and it'll be a great addition. And the manager knows him really well. That's always a massive plus point, because it's somebody that he'll trust and somebody that will work hard for him because they've got a relationship off the pitch as well.
Yeah, that's great, because obviously, like you said, he's obviously attacking option to use, obviously, for Lee's side. Lastly, Rami Curran's sitting mid-table in the league right now. Obviously, I know you mentioned it before about this season being like a roller coaster, but what would you say your end of season targets are?
Well, you can never say never, but the most important thing is getting a bit of consistency. We've got a young side. It's been hard for the gaffer to come in, having to chop and change, bring in new players, bring his own players in, because the role of an assistant that he's been for a long time to be in the role of a manager is completely different. And I think he's had a bit of a baptism of fire, coming in and trying to do his own thing. But I think he's found his sort of feet now. And I think it's a case of getting some consistency and consolidation now to the end of the season and just see where we go. Like, we'll have our own individual targets, which has got to be better. As a team, we've got to be better. And, if it's 10 games, you've got to win as many as you possibly can. Give yourself a chance of finishing as high as possible in the league, because, I think going forward, we don't want to be, in the bottom half. We want to be in a top half team, and then the team can be built upon for next year. And, any season where you finish strong, you can start the next season even stronger. So I fully believe that, we'll aim to win as many games as possible, especially more than we'll lose. But like I said, consistency is key going forward, because it's not been a consistent season. And in any situation, the league table never lies, and we're in the position that we're in because we've not been good enough.